Do you remember what Bruiser used to get up to a year ago? In an effort to be the best fox dad of all time, Bruiser used to load up with as much chicken as possible and carry it all home to the den where Tinytail was nursing her cubs. And he didn't do this once or twice. He did this every single night.
Did he get all four?
But sometimes it was a struggle. Despite him trying his best, sometimes he just couldn't get all the chicken that he wanted into his mouth. And I feel like I should point out that there's actually no reason for him to do this. He does not need to be carrying all of the pieces home at once. He could do them one at a time, easily. But nope, Bruiser was determined to make a name for himself. And I bet Tinytail was so appreciative every time he ran back with a full mouth. Sometimes he just had to admit defeat.
Bruiser, you forgot one!
Other times, it seemed like Bruiser was well aware of his limitations and he'd run off with just one piece, and then change his mind. He came back. So I normally only give the foxes either chicken wings or chicken drumsticks, but these were chicken thighs. They're more expensive, so I just don't give them that often. But anyway, Bruiser liked what he saw. So much so that he just kept coming back, thinking he could surely carry more. And you know what? Yeah, you go for it, Bruiser. I believe in you. Or maybe not. Or maybe yes, because he did come back. And then I sped up the rest of this video because it's pretty iconic, but it goes on for a while. The boy was struggling. I actually remember at the time some people said they couldn't watch these videos because they felt so sorry for him and they didn't like seeing him struggle, even though it's a struggle of his own creation. Bruiser was just such a good husband to Tinytail because he deposited the first lot back with her and then came straight back to get the rest. It is kind of sad to watch these clips back again. As you know, Bruiser doesn't visit anymore since Tiger took the territory from him and we never actually got to meet his cubs. But something happened last night that's made me wonder if that's actually true. Because new fox Colin, you know, the one with the white foot, came to visit last night and, well, you'll see. First, here's Bruiser being very nervous about running away because Boo Boo wanted his food. That is the face of a girl who knows she shouldn't be robbing her father. So, last night, Colin, who is very cute and I absolutely adore, by the way, was the very first fox to visit me. I didn't really feel like getting up and down a lot, so I just put out a load of chicken to begin with. And he was the first fox to take advantage of this. And he really did take advantage. Because look at this. Our boy Colin pulls off a perfect Bruiser technique. 2 pieces at once. Well done, Colin. So in the previous video I posted about him a few days ago, we were wondering if he's got a girlfriend at home that he's carrying food to. And I just feel like that would make sense. What happens with foxes is that when a vixen gives birth, the daddy fox, or the husband as I like to call him, is kind of in charge of feeding her because she's so busy with the cubs all the time. So I really feel like with all these very fast visits, that Colin is grabbing food and dropping it off somewhere rather than actually eating it all himself. And yeah, maybe he's burying it somewhere for himself, but I think it's lovely to think of him with a girlfriend, don't you? And if he is the son of Bruiser and Tinytail, or maybe a grandson, that means he's keeping their legacy alive, and that can only be good news. Hi, me again. This is actually the next day now, because I totally forgot to tell you the most important part of the theory. If Colin is now a dad who's taking food home to his girlfriend, could that girlfriend be Annie? Annie is the cute little girl fox that we've been seeing around for, 2 months now? Although she's a very petite fox, she's definitely had a bit of a tummy on her, by her standards. So wouldn't it be lovely if Colin is her partner and they've had some cubs together? There's no way to know this, of course, but I think it's a lovely theory. And while I have you, I might as well tell you that last night Colin was back and he took way more chicken, once again, home to someone. Although he didn't actually do any double grabs this time. Although I'm very happy to keep him fed, I'm a little worried about any territorial disputes that might happen between him and Tiger. So far, everything seems fine, but it's definitely something I'll have to keep an eye on. But for now, you keep being a wonderful husband, Colin.